Oh my god, I bet your mom.
I would have really tried it. Like, I don't like
Yo, let's get it.
Wow. So that's cool because you know I'm an outdoors person. We love that. So yeah, I know. I know. Now, I was gonna ask you your favorite hobby. So what would be your favorite hobby?
I don't. Well, right now what I do a lot of is like fish, and I think that could be my hobby.
Who's
I like
that?
to fish.
I know you do. We invited you on the boat, so yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely coming too. Like I ain't forget. I didn't forget.
No, so you take fishing.
Under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout. instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tyler Davison busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
Oh, I certainly do, and I think people were wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, Many wondered if their psyche had really been affected, but they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas. And that has worked very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas, channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. On second down, Kamara. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's Brees. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.